to you about your sugar dragon. So, what is a sugar dragon? A sugar dragon is your sugar addiction. Someone like me who was dangerously addicted to sugar, where I couldn't go a day without it. Even to the point that I would eat until I was full, so I would eat dinner, and then something in my head would scream, dessert, dessert. And I would have to have something sweet in order to feel satisfied. When I when I was going on to my Whole30, I even had moments where it was hard to sleep. Waking up, the first thing my body was doing was screaming, you need sugar, and even feeling physically full, having my body say you're still hungry, and I wasn't. If this sounds like you, then you, surprise, surprise, have a sugar addiction. So, the only real, like, as much as we wish that there was a miracle cure, the only real way to get rid of your sugar addiction is to starve it out. And how do you do that? Well, first you have to eliminate sugar. So when I say that, majority of people are like, okay, well, I'll just switch to an all natural sweetener like honey or maple syrup or stevia or whatever that is, or agave nectar or whatever it is. But the truth is, you can't have anything sweet, nothing sweet. Within the diet that I'm doing, the diet that I've been vlogging about with Whole30, you go the entire 30 days without that. The only source of sugar is within natural fruits. And even then, you want to kind of limit your fruit intake so that you aren't eating just a whole bunch of fruit all the time. How that feels and how that process is quite difficult. It's difficult, and as much as I wish that there was an easy way through it, there is not. There is not an easy way through it. So, what to expect your first 3 days, you're going to feel very sluggish, very, very gross. 4, 5, and 6, you'll get angry. You'll get angry at everything. I got into a few fights with my partner, my common law, my husband, whatever you want to call him. We got into a few fights and stuff, but he comes from an understanding place. It's like days 7, 8, 9, you will feel sick. You will feel like all of the energy is sapped out of you, and you will feel horrible, and you will have headaches, and your temper sucks. You feel fluish. You feel like you have zero energy, like your body's going to give up. At day 11 and 12, or sorry, 10, 11, 12, then you start to not worry about it so much more. And from, as far as my experience goes, being that I'm only halfway through my 30-day transition, you stop wanting it. So, like, after roughly about 12 days to 15 days, you don't want sugar anymore. And that's a big thing in my life, where I don't want sugar anymore. I didn't think that sugar had a hold on me the way that sugar has a hold on me, and until now I realized that it controlled a lot of my eating habits. It controlled a lot of the factor to why I became overweight and why I searched for that comfort food, to the point that if I was stressed out, I was reaching for sugar. So a lot of people even say, oh, okay, well, I'll ditch this habit, and I'll ditch sugar and such, but I can still have dark chocolate. But, like, whenever you say, but I can still have, usually you shouldn't have it. So my experience with slaying the sugar dragon was very disheartening. It was very disconcerting. Everything in my body screamed to give up, And if I can do it, me, a humongous sugar addict, then you can give it up. And keep in your head, like, oh, it's just 30 days. It's just 30 days without sugar. Just 30 days without something sweet. It's just 30 days. And if you keep that in your head, keep that mantra going, soon just 30 days could turn to just your lifetime, or just like, a few months, or, you could just regain that power and regain that control over that kind of stuff. And always keep in mind that there is sugar in everything. And you wouldn't think that there is, but there's sugar in everything. A can of tomatoes, check out the label and it says sugar. Some canned vegetables say sugar. Like your bread has sugar. Like all this stuff has sugar. And you wouldn't believe that it's there, but it is. And it's there to make it addicting. It's there to sell. It's there because people want to make that price. And this is the cold hard truth. And so a lot of people don't want to hear it. And here I am saying it. So you can defeat your sugar dragon. You can defeat that sugar addiction in your steps that you take, and this is what to expect in those days. So basically, there is no weaning you off of it, because that's just romanticism. It's cold turkey and it's hard. But after you get 10 days to 12 days in, you would go, holy, this is how far I've become, and I never thought that I could get that far. And that's what you need to do. So this is me being real with you on my coffee talk on how to defeat that sugar dragon. So, if you have any sort of issues with your sugar dragon or something, I did get unsweetened, so no sugar added, apple juice, and I would have the tiniest little glass just to kind of keep that monster at bay. But at the same time, it doesn't do much, and it's mind over matter on it. I believe that you can do it. I am living proof that it can be done, because I had the biggest sweet tooth you could possibly imagine. And how do I feel after just 16 days of no sugar is actually dramatically different. Things taste different. I have a heightened sense of smell. I can finally sleep through a night. Kinda. And a lot of things are different. I don't crack in the morning. I used to, sound like Rice Krispies, so I would snap, crackle, and pop when I got up in the morning. I dropped, I can say triumphantly that I dropped a few pounds, and that I lost a few inches of just bloat and water retention, and that just from sugar intake, and that's a big deal. So I lost a lot of weight in my face, and some in my arms, but all, and on such a small amount of time. It was just because sugar has impacted my life that way. So I believe that you can do it. I honestly do. If you are going to go through a sugar detox and such, comment below. And if you think that you don't have a problem, and you say, oh, I don't have a problem with sugar, start measuring out your sugar every day in absolutely everything. Write it all down, add it all up, and you will be amazed by the amount of sugar that you actually do eat, that you are not even aware that you ate or drank. A big one is drinking. The amount of drinking, drank sugar is ridiculous. I'm glad I've never drank pop in my life, or soda in my life. But that adds up. Sugar in your coffee, that adds up. Sugar in canned tomatoes, or sugar in canned vegetables, or sugar in everything you could possibly, tomato sauce. Just sugar in so much. So do that, and then tell me that you don't have a sugar problem. take a look at all the foods that you have in your house or that you frequently eat and tell me you don't have a sugar problem. So this is me, and that's basically a rundown on what the sugar dragon is and what sugar addiction is. And I hope that you can get through it. Trust me, you can, because if I can, you can. All right. Bye.